Done that a
I
couple
think you might need to
times.
go home. You're drunk.
I've done that.
Oh God! You scared the out of me.
Love that hair. A dating sim. I never thought I'd actually get around to playing one of these, but here we are. I'm doing a game take on a dating sim. Now, I'm not saying that dating simulators are bad games, they're just not my forte. Plus, a majority of dating sims are either Japanese games or they're found on PC and Steam. If I haven't mentioned this already, I'm not a computer player, yo. I'm old-fashioned. I prefer the console and the controller. Now that's an OTP I can get behind. We got a decent amount of these dating sims, and some of these are just flat out wacky. We got a dating sim where you can date Colonel Sanders himself. This was made by the actual people at KFC. This was a game we didn't ask for, but we had no idea we needed. And please don't ask me what this is, I don't want to know. Most of these dating sims can be pretty tame, yet there are some that are not for the faint of heart. My point here being is that I do have a fair share of knowledge on all kinds of sims out there, but personally, I like gimmicks. I prefer dating sims that are creative and also wacky as can be. Would I rather play another anime high school dating sim that falls under Cliché Valley, or would I rather play, let's say, a Mortal Kombat dating sim?
Finish him.
Tux, if you don't mind.
This is so stupid. Okay, go.
あなたが私の永遠の休息に私を護衛する前に、あなたに対する私の本当の気持ちを表現させてくだ
This
さい。
idiot is gonna die.
私はいつもあなたに恋をしてきました。最も寒い忘却でさえ、あなたに対する私の気持ちを変えないでしょう。ですから、未知の世界に降りる前に、多分、あなたは私に気持ちを持っていますか？
No way, put that down! Put that down! You see what I mean, right? We can date the chicken man himself, and even birds, because your questions is as good as mine. But also, if I want to talk about video games like a galaxy brain, I feel like I need to explore more genres. I talked about platformers, I talked about first-person shooters, I'm even trying to explore some Nintendo games I never played, which is the whole point of my What's a Nintendo series. So I feel like dating sims are part of that checklist. So with that, there's one dating sim that piqued my interest enough. One that we're talking about today. Viewers, take your seats, pull out your textbooks, and turn to page thirsty. I present to you all Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, or in this episode's case, the Director's Cut, which is the more updated version with extra minigames and whatnot. This game was met with high praise when it first came out, but it was also met with people that don't even want to look at it because, ew, gay people, gross. Heteros are such wimps. Now with the name Dream Daddy, obviously the gimmick is clear. You date some hot dads talking family values over some hot dogs on a grill as your kids cringe at the exchanging of dad puns. But most importantly, you date hot dads. Yes. What also caught my interest about this particular sim is that it was made by the Game Grumps. Their logo just hits you in the face as soon as you boot up the game. Now, since you're here on the internet and you had to do some digging to find me in this double standard hellhole we call YouTube, I'm sure you heard about the Game Grumps on the way down, or at least watched a few of their videos. Needless to say that they were one of the biggest internet celebrities here on YouTube. The two goof-offs being Aaron Henson, also known as Egoraptor, and also Dan Evidan, I think I pronounced that right, I'm sorry. Anyway, who's also known as Danny Sexbang, who sings for the band Ninja Sex Party and Starbomb. Now, I'm not sure how much they were involved with the project, considering they got a couple of talented people and artists working on this, but the Game Grumps is the company behind the game. You would think that they would make something based on some of their favorite games like The Legend of Zelda or Kirby, but nope, they made a dating simulator. Nothing wrong with that, but a dating simulator would be my last guess. So why not we check this game out, y'all? Let's take a deep dive into Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. We start off the game with a nice nap until our daughter Amanda wakes us up, which is, by the way, according to the Dad 101 handbook, waking your dad up from his sleep is something you do not do if you want to live. After we build that amazing and elegant father, we decide to take a look around our new home called Maple Bay. Along the way, you get closer and closer to the buffet of all-you-can-eat daddies, all for the low price of concern. You get acquainted with everyone here in Maple Bay, take your daughter around the block, make some choices, and just like that, the world is thirsty for you. Today, the hot men, tomorrow, the world. Since this is a dating sim, most of the gameplay is heavily story-focused and not that much gameplay to cover. So I guess I'll go over some story bits while I go on to my next subject, the gameplay. You take the role as Amanda's dad, a responsible father who also prefers to spend a day wrapped in a blanket chugging down ice cream. Bless Amanda's heart, she's trying so hard to get you to socialize. Not only seems cool, but also just as comfortable with talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him. Sweetie. Honey. Little do you know. Oh well, everyone's getting their panties wet over you anyway because you just woke up like this. The beginning of the game is mostly an introduction to the city and the characters, but when you make your dad book account, that's when the actual game begins. You pick which dad looks more scrumptious and you ask them to hang out. For real, I promise, it's totally not a date.
まだだよな。初めての相手はジョジョではない。このディオだ。
My favorite is Matt, if y'all are curious. You get the occasional mini game while getting to know your future soulmate in the process, like his family, what he likes to do, or what to do for fun, or what's really bugging him. You get 3 dates with each one, and each date is ranked depending on how much you smooth talked them or how well you did in a mini game.
That was tight!
Which are fun in the process. It also takes getting to know your date so that you can choose which words turn them on the most. See those eggplants? That means you did good. The third date is when things get serious between you two lovebirds and is probably where the most interesting things happen, like art point reveals and fun mini games.
Oh my god, JorGoGo! Holy sugar, honey,
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. Don't sweat over it too much though, because you can reload a save in case if you mess up accidentally, and the game even autosaves for you. But don't rely on it too much though. I don't exactly know when it decides to poop out a save for you. I recommend saving right before a date so that you can play again, fast forward to the point you messed up, and you can try something else. Speaking of which, here are a few examples of the lovely men I wish were real. Matt is a musically talented barista who is also a socially awkward dimwit like me, so it's best not to be too charismatic with the dude and show him that you too share a passion for Robert is a night owl who likes to do crazy stuff at night, like chugging down on whiskey, who is also the one who loves to make people feel uncomfortable because he's sexy while doing it. Show him you're up for a good time while the night's still young and play along with his threats. Show him who's boss, and just like that, the man wants your go-go's. And to be honest, it is fairly easy to get the good ending with each date. To get a bad ending, either you literally tried to fail a date, or you did that one stupid thing like have sex with Robert on the first date, which by the way automatically locks you into the bad ending no matter how good you did. It's tempting, I know, just look at him with his rough and rugged presence and that cool jacket. He is just the epitome of sexy, but please, if you're going to date him, I don't care how horny you are, if you don't want to feel like garbage, keep the pecker in the pants.
A message from JorGoGo Enterprises. JorGoGo Enterprises is a nonprofit organization that reminds you to engage in sexual activity responsibly. We will not be held accountable for any sexual transmitted diseases you may encounter. Please consult with your doctor to be tested for any sexual transmitted diseases or if you engaged in unsafe sex. You will be held accountable for your sex partner's well-being if you do not engage in sexual activity safely. And all of this should sound like common sense right now. We're all adults here. I don't know why I keep talking. I am not getting paid to make this announcement. I am being held in a basement at this very moment, and I have no way to get in contact with my family. Please, if you're listening to this, my address... Oh, wait. I'm just making an announcement for these people to have safe sex. It's not what you think. No, please put down the gun. No, please stay away from me. If you're listening to this, please say help. I need help.
But yes, 3 dates and you're done. The dad is all yours. The credits roll, and you get a photo of said dad in your gallery. What you can also do is date each dude 2 times and then choose one to have that special third date with. That's pretty much what I did whenever I finished a playthrough and done the deed. I loaded a save file before that third date and I moved on to the next target. However, if you're going for 100% completion to get all them boys, multiple playthroughs are crucial because certain dates require certain things. Like for example, in order to get with Teddy Bear Brian here, it is required to win this battle of bragging about your daughter. And again, don't have the one night stand with Robert, you'll know when you see it. Because that one little mistake will equal to he will hate you. I'm not too sure about the other dudes, so look up a guide or something. It's surprisingly more complex than you think. There's also one more arc you'll have to focus on, and that's your daughter Amanda. This is a dating sim about dads, and you are a dad too. Not everything has to revolve around your penis. Your relationship with your daughter is extremely chill and hilarious, and it seems like nothing can get between you two. You're just that inseparable. However, much like parents around the world, there are moments when your relationship is tested and your choice of words are crucial to how your daughter will feel and eventually how she will react to finishing up high school, moving into the college of her dreams. Would you rather be that one helicopter parent that intrudes on in every bit of her life while making her feel guilty about certain decisions she tried to make on her own? Or would you rather give her some space while letting her know that you're rooting for her on the sidelines? She is technically an adult now, so either you respect that and encourage her moving forward or hold on to her, still treating her like a kid. The outcome will show itself in the ending, which is her graduation party, but again, you could just rewind to certain spots if you want to change the future. You're a time god now. Now to the next subject, the presentation, the pretty visuals, the music, and the dialogue. I'll say for a dating sim, it does keep your attention, even outside of dates and in side quests in your dad book. You could tell the devs had a lot of fun making this game. It's filled with reference humor, and the bragging about your daughter minigame is just a straight up Pokemon battle. I laughed so hard at this. The humor besides shoving reference down your brain is just so good. There was a lot of moments where I just had to place my controller down and laugh hysterically like an idiot. I had a lot of laugh out loud moments, especially with your character. The protagonist is just so relatable, witty, and odd, just like we are. And getting him out of his comfort zone just to please his hot friends is always a fun time. The art style is just as pleasing. It's simplistic looking and beautiful at the same time. It heavily reminds me of the cool artists from Tumblr, but I have very rational reasons why I'm never going back there. Some of y'all are cray-cray. Just everything about the game is so beautiful. The art style, the characters, the personalities, the dialogue. It's just a lot of fun. Everyone is so cool to be around with, and there's just a sense of togetherness in this game. That is until you find out the cold hard truth. Nah, never mind. It's not canon. Or is it? I'm sorry if this episode is a lot shorter than my usual game takes, but maybe it's because this is a dating sim. I'm used to reviewing games that are more gameplay orientated, like platformers and FPSs. But that doesn't mean this game wasn't fun, cause it was. So, in conclusion, yes, this game is a lot of fun. I get that this isn't your type of game. I mean, all you're gonna be seeing is text all day long. But if you're up for a good time, a good laugh, or if you just want to explore what is an unorthodox genre, I recommend checking this out. It's charming, it's beautiful, and it is, take this as you will, cheap. It's only for $14. It's available everywhere now, for Steam, for the PS4, and the Nintendo Switch, but not for Xbox because of course they don't. And I don't know about you, but I'm starting to see some kind of resurgence with this genre. I think it's cool that people are starting to get into dating sims just because why not? It's not my cup of tea, but I like to sit back and watch and let it happen. I even might try out a few of them. Hecky, I don't know, if y'all want me to look at Hayatoful Boyfriend, let me know. But anyway, if this is some sort of dating sim renaissance, then who knows? We'll just have to sit back and wait and see. So that was my good old-fashioned hot take, my game take. What did you guys think of this video? Hecky, what do you think of Dream Daddy? Be sure to let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and be sure to like, and most importantly, subscribe, because guys, I'm not going anywhere. You'll be seeing me again, and I only get funkier every time. And be sure to ring that bell too, so you never miss an upload full of spicy gags and memes. If you want any more updates on what's going on, you can check out my Twitter at JorGoGoArt or my Facebook page at JorGoGo. And if you want to support me, you can check out my Patreon page, or you can check out my TeePublic store if you want to buy some funky fresh merch. All the links will be down below. So until we meet again, guys, be cool, be wild, and be groovy, and remember to ask your mom first, always carry a pocket knife, and don't trust anyone.